I am 14 years. And when watching baseball game or TV broadcasting, we can usually see when the pitches the baseball out. Even they play with the same ball, there will be different curves of the ball. How can they achieve such an amazing effect? In fact, physics theorems plays a very important role in the motions of the pitchers. And it mostly related to a theorem talking about wind and waters called the Bernoulli theorem. It's the Bernoulli theorem, and how can the pitchers apply the theorem to perform those breaking balls? When we throw a ball into the air, look at the upper surface of the ball. The upper surface will have a rotating direction which is anti-parallel to the flowing of the air. And therefore, it will cause the air to slow down. Conversely, we can see at the bottom of the baseball, the air will be speed up through the surface of the baseball. Because the air on the upper side is slower than the air on the bottom side, there will be pressure acting on this baseball, causing it to move downward. So this is how the sinker works. And how does the rising ball works? In fact, it is basically based on the same theorem, but the ball rotates in opposite direction. Thanks for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Chen and I'm from the Department of Physics. Today I'm going to introduce you some theory of some kinds of balls. For example, 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, and forkball. So first of all, 4-seam fastball is one of the most basic type of pitch for a baseball beginner. In order to throw a 4-seam fastball, you have to hold your ball like this. You keep your forefinger and middle finger perpendicular to the seams. And when you throw the ball, you have to put some pressure on the ball. So for example, if I throw the ball to that direction, I have to let the ball spin in a clockwise form, so that the upper airflow will have more speed than the airflow below the ball. According to the Bernoulli's law, we know that the fluid with more speed have less pressure and vice versa. So the ball will rise. So the ball will rise when approaching the home plate. The second one is a 2-seam fastball. In order to throw a 2-seam fastball, you have to hold your ball like this. You put your forefinger and middle finger parallel to the ball, to the seam of the ball. When you throw the ball, you should throw it the same way as you throw it like the 4-seam fastball. So there's a little difference between throwing a 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball. When you throw a 2-seam fastball, some pitchers would put some different stress on their fingers so that the ball will spin different like a 4-seam fastball. The last one is the forkball. To throw a forkball, you split your fingers to the maximum and then hold it on both sides of the ball, like this. The forkball usually has less speed due to the way you hold it. And the way to throw, and the track of forkball usually goes to the right-hand side of the batter. The pitcher usually uses the forkball to treat the batter for a hit this. That's all for my speech. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Yu Rim. Now I want to introduce 3 kinds of breaking balls. First, I want to introduce curveball. The way of holding curveball is like this. Now, you have to exert pressure on this ball to make it rotate like this. Now, the air flow over the ball. So here, the airflow speed is faster than the below. So, according to the Bernoulli principles, so on the top of the ball, there are more pressure than below. So the ball will is falling down, curveball. Next, I want to introduce slider. The way of holding slider is this. And if you throw the slider here, the ball will spin like this. So the left side of the ball the speed will faster than the right side. So according to the Bernoulli principle, the right side will have more pressure than the left side. So the ball will falling down the corner of the right hitters. Last, I want to introduce knuckleball. There are many kinds of a way to throw knuckleball. Actually, the point of throwing knuckleball is to make the ball not to spin. So the ball will flow by the wind and the track of the knuckleball will be undetectable. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Yibin Yang. Today I would introduce the wind tunnel experiment. 100 years ago, when Wright brothers considered how to design suitable airfoils, they used the wind tunnel experiment to simulate the airflow status when the airplane flew. Then let me show you the small homemade wind tunnel device. This device is divided into 3 parts. The first part is the place where the vapor generator produces vapor. The vapor generator is an ultrasonic vibrator. It is able to shake rapidly in the water, and the water molecules get away from water and turn into vapor. The reason we use vapor is that we can see the vapor clearly than the air. And the second part is the viewing platform. There is an airfoil model in the viewing platform. We can change the angle of airfoil to observe the airfoil's variation. The next part is the fan. It can let the vapor flow in the platform.